$265,000 for that car.
You pay 65, you said?
No, 265, yeah.
Yeah, so
I paid like $100,000 over sticker price.
It's also not a bad buy. 2017 Honda Pilot, 200,000 bodies, 16,000. That's a lot for 200. I know it's a Honda, it's gonna last, but goddamn.
The Lincoln she just got.
How long ago?
She got it
last month?
Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
So that's a $943 payment. Okay, credit card maxed out. Personal loan.
Nobody wants to face. So language of the poor, they blame it on the system, they blame it on capitalism, they blame it on every single person but themselves.
Some people's decision making should be studied. I say that because we're going to react to somebody that bought a $265,000 Hellcat Demon, but what he really bought was a $100,000 mistake. This is about how some people spend $100,000 just to feel rich. We're going to talk about how buy here, pay here lots are robbing people in broad daylight with overpriced cars that shouldn't even be going for that much. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch the full video. Help us with the YouTube algorithm and push the message. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
what is it called?
A Dodge Demon.
Dodge Challenger.
Demon.
2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Demon. 170 jailbreak wide body.
Bruh.
We sell vehicles for maybe it's like 18, 19, 20. You know, not a demon. Like, that's not our type of inventory.
There ain't no way I do that and take that little bit of money for it. Oh, no.
Yeah. So if you sell it locally, which honestly the market is hot for that type of vehicle, so I'm sure somebody even out of state is willing to purchase that car. But highly suggest another dealership, big dealership. They'll get you the most money. And then if you're trying to get just something decent, but not as much as that what you have, you can buy something from us. We have no problem with that, of course.
I paid $265,000 for that car.
You pay 65, you said?
No, 265, yeah.
Yeah, so
I paid like $100,000 over sticker price.
they don't make them no more. So resale value might not be as bad as you think. You just got to do your own research and make sure you get your own, the most profit.
I'm not going to get what I paid for it.
Yeah.
That's just the way the car world works.
We'll keep in touch and we'll touch base maybe sometime next week and see where we at with that.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good, Robert. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course. My pleasure. Bye-bye.
I beg your pardon? 265 is basically a mortgage. So you bought a mortgage with wheels. Nobody wants to admit they got finessed. Nobody wants to admit they got fleeced. So instead of cutting losses, some people justify it. And they justify it by saying things like, oh, it's a rare car. It's an investment. The more I hold on to it, the more equity I'll get. It'll go up. But let's be real though, right? You didn't buy the car for the value. You bought it for the hype. And we live in a world where some people charge a premium, an expensive premium for hype. And now you have to be the one that is running around with your head chopped off and is trying to sell this car and trying to get out of it. And most people will give you the response that she gave you. Sorry, sir, we can't do much for you. Try to go to a bigger dealership. And the dealership is a business. They don't lose money. You're willing to lose money. Businesses don't lose money. They're in the business of making money. And that's how you should have thought. That 100K should have went to something that is appreciating, some sort of land, some sort of investment, even a business. If I put $100,000 into a business and it fails, I knew I did it for the right purposes. I learned a lot of experiences. I learned some sort of skill that, will help me. I've created partnerships that can help me now turn another business into a more profitable, financially prosperous situation. But 100K on a car that is a mortgage. Sir, you bought a mortgage with wheels. And that's not even me judging you. That's just me telling you the truth. Because you were hoping that your feelings could turn into some sort of a return. That's how people stay broke. Not from one bad decision, but from defending that decision. Again, you didn't just buy a demon. You paid 100K just to feel rich without actually feeling rich. It's a sad reality. Comment down below what you think. I really want to know your opinion.
Since we're looking at buy here, pay here car lots, somebody told me to check out All Rich Autos in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, for reviews, they got a 4.6 out of 5 stars, and that's with 353 reviews, and that is pretty good. Let's see what vehicles they offer. The first vehicle we have is a 2016 Chevrolet Malibu LT. They want $16,000.
At best, that car is $7,000. At best. Even 6.
Got 159,000 bodies on it. Woo! Moving on. Now, this not a bad buy because it's a Lexus, a 2012 Lexus LS 460. Very nice car. But it got 198,000 bodies on it. I know that's not nothing for a Lexus. They only want 13.5. So this one is low enough to be like, I'm going to do it. Moving on. This is also not a bad buy. 2017 Honda Pilot, 200,000 bodies, 16,000. That's a lot for 200. I know it's a Honda, it's going to last, but goddamn. And last but not least, we got a 2009 Infiniti M35. I used to want one of these, but not one with 193,000 bodies on it. And somebody bought it. It is what it is. No credit checks, no no income verification. You need a car? Go down to All Rich Auto.
You know, in my last video, I said that price is a scam and price is negotiable. The reason why I say that is because if you knew the tactics that they use, you would have just took your down payment money and bought the same car for pennies on the dollar, even 1/4 of what they're selling it for. Because they get their cars from the auction sites. They fix it up and sell it to you. Even sometimes they don't even touch it. They sell it to you as is, and they made a huge profit. You don't have good credit. You don't have a good, stable job, and that is who they look for. Yes, you might call it predatory. Yes, you might call it sketchy and, downright unethical. But at the end of the day, it's business. And if people are coming to them and people are shopping, why would they stop? They are in the business of targeting the uneducated, the people that don't want to do their due diligence, and the people that are desperate. And somebody's going to make a huge profit from it. And they're going to give them 5 stars. They have a 4.6 with 350 something people that said that this business is a great business. Hey, finesse me, take my money, and I'm going to turn around and still be nice to you. And bring more people that are just confused to buy these overpriced cars. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. It's pretty sad too.
So where we at with this one?
She's in bad shape. 583 score. Probably the best 580 I've ever seen. So the ones are all on-time payments. CarMax. So this is the car she's trading.
The current CarMax loan?
Yeah, okay, so $7,500 ACV, payoff's $26,000 and change. Next credit card, boom, maxed out. The Lincoln she just got.
How long ago?
She got it
last month?
Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
So that's a $943 payment. Okay. Credit card maxed out. Personal loan, everything's maxed out. You can see she's strong credit. Okay, she paid off everybody. The problem is $20,000 flip with $2,000 down on the 580 score, they don't go together. Sorry, bro. Can't win them all.
We have different definition of strong. So let me get this straight. 583, maxed out all the credit cards. You have personal loans. You have a car that's your $20,000 or $15,000 flipped or underwater. You have a car you just bought last month paying $943 a month. And now you think it's okay to get another car? Is it a competition of let's see who can make the worst decision? Let's see who can stay broke the longest? God, the level of anxiety and the level of depression that this girl or this person is going through, I don't understand. There are certain people that are broke, and that's okay. Being broke is part of the process. Listen, I've been broke. I've had $20,000 in credit card debt, but what I didn't do is pile up more bad decisions. Like, let's keep going at this rate. Being broke is not the problem. Staying broke and choosing to be broke is the problem, and this is how you do it. Signing up for debt cycles, signing up for car payments that we can't afford. The first car payment that you're underwater should have told you, hey, maybe I got to slow down a little bit. Let me do something. Let me really kick back a little bit. Now I want to double down. Now I want to keep going. I have no words, bro. I really want to save more, but I'm like, damn. Even if this person was to file bankruptcy, I think the habits and the decisions don't change. Tell me you don't want retirement. Tell me you just want to live paycheck to paycheck and work at a job you hate without telling me all these things. That's what this is. Sad. No comment, though. You can comment what you think.
The reason why the majority of people are not well off by the time they're in their 50s or 60s is because they played the game wrong. They were so scared of FOMO when they were young that they blew their load way too early. What I mean by that is, oh, you want to come to brunch? Sure. You want to come to this bachelorette? Yeah. Do you want to buy this amazing new vehicle? Because why not? You're young and you're hot. And it's why even wait? Buy now. Okay, sure. I'll put it on credit. Oh, okay. Before you know it, all the money that you could have used to invest for later, you spent it when you were young. This is why the majority of people are not rich. It's not because there's some evil billionaire sucking away all your money. No, you chose to give your money to the millionaires and the billionaires when you were young. You did not curate your money like a good steward of wealth. No, you blew it. You blew your load early. And that's why, I'm sorry to say, you see all these people on social media talk about why their lives are so shitty at the age of 40, 50, 60, and 70. Why? It's because their previous past self up big time. That's the hard truth nobody wants to face. So language of the poor, they blame it on the system. They blame it on capitalism. They blame it on every single person but themselves. Well, Mary, why did you decide to spend $28,000 on that safari? Hey, Bill, why did you decide to buy a BMW that you couldn't afford in your 20s? Your future self is the victim of your past self. If you get it right, your future self is going to thank your past self, bless the ground that past self walked on. So make the decision today. Who are you going to be right now? How are you going to take care of your future self right now? And in part of that vice is spending. Spending is a vice.
I'm going to say right now, I don't like what she said. I'm going to stand 10 toes. I'm going to double down and say I loved it. Because I've had people that I know personally that I've told them don't get a new car after their car got totaled, and God got them out of a situation that was making them live paycheck to paycheck, went and buy a car a couple of days ago. I know people that used a credit card to put down a down payment. So you put down a down payment on a down payment. Crazy. I know some people that literally had the idea to not pay their mortgage and be behind a month and use those 2 checks to go on vacation. These are all decisions. And when you understand back in 2020 COVID, when all those stimulus checks were being passed out, what did people do? People went and made billionaires more richer. Elon Musk's net worth grew by crazy. The owner of LVMH, because most people took that money and bought luxury handbags with it. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all these things that people sell to poor people. It's pretty sad that all these decisions are driven by pride and ego. And out of the 7 deadly sins, ego is the one you get nothing back for. There's no return on investment on ego. At least the other ones, you get something. Right? With greed, you get something. With pride, you probably get something. Lust, you get something. With ego, you don't get nothing. The fear of missing out is also a dagger to the heart for most people that are not financially sound because they want to keep up with other people. Keeping up with other people is a sense of insecurity. Some people will put on a character that later will bring depression and anxiety, max out all their credit cards, take out personal loans to go on vacations. It's a pretty sad take. And these videos are only to push the message so, it could at least spark some sort of a message, some sort of an ideology for you to change your life. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Hype the video. I really want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Be good, do good. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.